Hello everyone, and welcome to Inside Presence. This is the August 2011 edition of Inside Presence, and yes, the summer is quickly passing by, unless of course you live in the southern hemisphere, and if you do, we hope that you're enjoying your winter. The reason I have to keep reminding myself of this is living here and growing up here in the United States, it's easy for me to use examples or language or statements that are reflective of those of us that grew up here in the States, but at the same time I'm reminded every time I look at the number of countries that have been viewing our website postings and the articles that have been posted, we continue to see more and more countries represented across the planet. So, forgive me if I ever use terminology that seems to indicate that all of you would be right here in the U.S., because in fact we know that there are many of you in other parts of the planet. So, hope everyone's having either a great summer or a great winter, wherever it is that you are. And as always, I would like to say thank you very much to all of you who are commenting, sending me your thoughts and your questions and your ideas concerning the different postings that we're doing on integral theology and spiral dynamics. It's very helpful for me to get this feedback, and I just enjoy the conversation that I've been having with many of you out there who are partners. And many of you have commented on the fellowship that we are enjoying now, even if it is through the internet. And I can tell you that here at Presence we are having discussions about a new direction that will involve our conferences once again, and that will give all of us an opportunity from time to time to come together in the same geographical location, so we can also have some real-time, actual physical presence, if you will, as we also enjoy what we're growing in, which is spiritual presence. So we want you to know that those things are in the works as well. Always as a reminder, I'd also like to say, as we go into this month, we continue to do postings, and we've just put up, if you will go back to our website, we've just put up Integral Theology and Structures of the Mind, Part 2. And this is a follow-up to all of the foundational work that we've done from the very beginning, meaning that all of this is still foundational information. It's still foundational in terms of the language and the symbols and the thinking and the way that we're presenting this material through integral consciousness. So we have much, much more to do. Again, sometimes I'll get emails from people and they'll say, have you ever thought about this, or would this tie into that? And I try to email back as in every instance to say, yes, it is, and not only that, we're getting to that. There's a whole lot more that we haven't got to than what we've covered. We obviously are just really kind of sticking our foot in the water with this. The important thing about it is again, this is really so that we can all improve the quality of our relationships and the quality of our everyday living here on the planet. We're not interested in just taking an academic philosophical study or viewpoint for the sake of saying, I can prove to you that there is a God, or I can prove to you that the God who is in the biblical narrative is superior to the God that someone else believes in. We will all make our conclusions about our faith, and we will all make our conclusions about the nature of God, but it will be from the framework rather, of the notion of love and inclusiveness and peace and reconciliation. So we have a lot more to say. One of the things I want to get into eventually here within the next few presentations is to be more specific about the eschatological aspect. Some of you may be wondering, why doesn't Doug say more about eschatology in some of these various presentations? Well, we begin to weave that subject into spiral dynamics, into structures of the mind. It's critical. It's an essential piece. And in fact, as many of us in Presence know, it has been the missing piece that we are now seeing in so many different lines of thought and study, including the philosophical, that will finally begin to make sense of the biblical narrative on the higher level that we're calling the integral level. So, just so you will know, we have a number of things in mind for drawing out and bringing into these studies the eschatological outlook. So that will be coming our way as well. So, with that, I wish you guys all a great August out there. Let me hear from you. Lord willing, we will be back in September to talk about the progress that we're all making and to update you further on news that we have, which will involve particular projects that we're working on right now and that we're trying to bring to fruition and very excited about, but we're not quite ready to announce all the details of them yet. So, thank you for all of your support. Again, especially your financial support in these very difficult times for all of us. I know every one of you out there is making a lot of sacrifices, and we're trying to do everything we can on our big shoestring budget here at Presence. We would not even be sending this video or posting anything on a website if it weren't for you. So thank you so much for all that you guys continue to do. Have a great August out there, and we will see you in September. God bless.